You gonna make me laugh. Hey, lady. Hey, Cindy. What is poppin'? I'm glad you could join me tonight. Tonight is different. We don't really have a specific topic that we are discussing tonight. Let me know if my audio is clear. Hey, Sabrina, how you doing? Thanks for joining. You guys let me know if my audio is clear because I'm kind of flip-flopping between webcam and my Yeti. So I don't know which one is going to be clearer. Hey, Lashina, Melly, I'm glad you guys are on here and joining me tonight. So, like I said, thank you, Cindy. Hey, Mary. Hey, lady. Thanks for coming. I am back from a much needed vacation. It wasn't super long, but I could take 5 days any day, right? Hold on. They're over here on Facebook. Okay. So yeah, so tonight pretty much is like we going willy-nilly tonight. So tonight we just pretty much we have a lot of new guys in the group. I think over the past week we brought in about almost 300 people. So hey, Sharon. So I just kind of want to leave tonight like nothing specific and just kind of leave it open for Q&A. I want you guys to ask any questions you may have as it pertains to, I don't know, draping, as it pertains to your business, as it pertains to any questions you may have for me. This is kind of what it's going to be. We're having she's so rude. We're having a discussion pretty much. I also wanted to get, oh, come here. Sorry. She's being really rude, guys. She's scratching up the floors. So I also wanted to get like some content ideas from you guys because since I've been back, it's been the day, we're kind of getting knee deep again into rolling, not only for programs, but also for YouTube and things like that. So I wanted to make sure that I'm recording things that you guys ultimately want to see, because right now, guess what? Some of you probably already saw it because it had quite a bit of likes and interactions on it. We are scheduled up until, I think, December the 3rd, something like that. So right now is a good time to give me like a month of recording new content for you guys on the YouTube channel so I can have stuff that y'all ultimately want to see. Nobody want to sit around and record a bunch of stuff that is not useful for anybody, right? Hey, Wynette. Hey, Santana. Crystal, you're not missing out on anything. So I hope you have some questions, or I hope you have something to say, because this is like just one of those segments where we're going to have a conversation. I left the topics kind of, for one, I wrote down quite a bit last night. Like all of these pages is new video content. So it's not like I don't have it. I have quite a bit, but I really rather prioritize it according to what you guys want to see. And I also know, like I said, there's a lot of new people to the platform, and I kind of just wanted to get an idea of what they want to see, where they come from, who they are, welcome them to the channel, as well as my loyal tribe members. Just tell you guys how much I appreciative of you. Normally in Q4, those that know me, no, I don't push too hard in Q4. That is my time to kind of reflect. That's my time to kind of analyze what's working in my business, what's not, make whatever changes I need to make, and just kind of, chill out, spend time with my family, and really just think of everything that has happened this year, because it has been quite a lot. It has been quite a lot. Hey, Kim. Hey, Lynn, first time joining. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the platform. Anyone that has not been here or is new, I am Precious Stevens of the Posh Academy, and I teach creatives. It's no longer event professionals now. See what I mean? Some things are changing. So I teach creatives how to attract higher paying clients through premium draping. Those that's having different elements in their business where they're not really making the kind of money they want to make, 9 times out of 10, there is a loophole in your business foundation, in your marketing, in your messaging, or in your ideal client. So I help with those things as well. Hey, Addie. Rhonda, honestly, I market, and I haven't really marketed heavy through the pandemic, but I think it depends on what you're marketing. It's a big difference between marketing a product and a service. So how my business is transitioning, I am a service-based business as of now, but I do have products. And I can honestly say the product side is what saved my butt. That's all I want to say. The product side is what saved my butt because the pandemic did shut down my service side for quite some time. So I was able to just develop different things that I figured people needed or they told me they needed. And I marketed to the people I knew needed them. So I wasn't looking for a new audience. Good question, by the way. Bring your questions because your girl like talking. So my business may be a little different, set up differently than yours. However, I normally market to people that's already in my warm lane, right? Right now, I'm not looking for a cold audience, even though now that I'm back on tour, mildly, right? Even though I'm back on tour, now I'm attracting a lot of cold leads. Like I said, I just had 300 new people come into my group over the past maybe 10 days, something like that. So marketing for me is different. I look at what's happening, right? And if someone new, because new people, they're not going to just jump on right away. They got to see you for quite some time. So you got to kind of keep all that into perspective. And normally when you're marketing, when you're launching, a lot of people think you just show up and say, hey, I got this new thing, buy from me. That is not the case. It really does take time because you have to nurture people. You have to get them to know you, like you, and trust you. And that takes time. So like I said, throughout the pandemic, I primarily just focused on my core, my tribe, because I knew that that's pretty much where I was getting feedback from. I would find out from those guys, hey, what do you want? And then I would go and create it. So if the pandemic wasn't happening quite naturally, it would have been really different because I would have been on tour for a great part of the year, right? So it would have been different. So the answer to that is I pretty much look at what's happening and I find a loophole, right? Just like, you got to find out as far as your avatars, right? You got to be real clear on what are you selling, right? Not necessarily what you're selling, but also what do they need? You can't just go in here and say, oh, I'm going to sell this because it sounds kind of like it's popping. No, do they need it? And not only if they need it, what are their problem? You got to know what is your avatar's problem? What are they, what are they struggling with? Where are they trying to get to? Where are they trying to move from? I know a lot of you guys are trying to leave your job. I know that. And then at the end, you have to figure out what's your solution, right? You got to develop a solution that's ultimately going to help your people, your avatars, your potential clients get from wherever they're trying to get from to wherever they're trying to go to. That's how you develop the best products, services, all that good stuff, right? So I hope that answers your question. Thank you, Crystal. You're so sweet. She's welcoming all of the newbies, guys. So honestly, the ideal client thing, I don't know. Well, I can't say I don't know why, because for a long time, I didn't know who mine was. I didn't say I can't necessarily say I struggled. It just wasn't no strategy. I was selling to whoever was going to swipe the card, baby. It just was, oh, you want what I got? Okay, bang. And so that's how it was for me for a very long time until, honestly, I'm going to tell you what key indicators was for me. Because you would hear this term throughout a lot. Oh, you got to find your avatar. Oh, who is your ideal audience? And my thing, people say stuff, right? And if you don't know, it's not like they're going to help you find the strategy, right? That's just, it's very rare that happens. So even right now, even analyzing my business now, and I'm shifting some things, I'm shifting a lot because I'm realizing what I don't like as far as what I do and how I help people. So my business is really shifting to a more done for you thing because I don't care what kind of plan you give some people, it's hard for them to follow it and implement it, right? So that makes the process a lot longer. That makes the process unsuccessful. And I don't like that kind of stuff, right? So things like done for you. So you got to kind of really figure out like I said, the loopholes. Then you got to figure out what is it that you like to do, as well as what you're good at. I am good at finding some solutions. Right. And I work really good under pressure. Bam. Like if you give me too much time, because I'm all over the place a lot of times, the completion rate is going to be slim. But if I have like this amount of time to get it done, baby, it's going to be done. So I like things that's just done for you. So realizing like clients that I'm working with now and clients that I've worked with this year, we're going to push more to a done for you segment. Like, I don't need you to think about this thing because for one, we are creatives, right? And that's the same thing about my business. I'm a creative. I'm an innovator. So I don't need to be running my business because guess what? Your girl ain't good at it. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not, because it's just, I'm too emotionally connected to it. And it's just too many things. I'm like, oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to do that. I'm like, nope. Somebody needs to take my vision, take my ideas and implement them. Period. Because when I do it, it don't come out right. It don't come out right. So if any of you guys kind of understand what I'm saying, give me a 1 in the comments. Let me know I'm not by myself, baby. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, give me a 2 to let me know you might be a little off on the deep end. Kind of let me know where I stand at. But when you're dealing with your ideal clients, like my main thing is finding out what I love to do and what I am great at. Not only that, who do I like working with? And I just came up with this theory of how I'm changing my business because I had some amazing clients that I absolutely love working with. But I also discovered they were my done for you clients. They were the ones say, hey, Precious, I don't know what a funnel is. I need you to do this for me. Or, hey, Precious, I want to create a course. I don't know how. I see you had a course. I went through the course. I fluked, right? I need you to do this for me. Things, bam, pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it. So it's different because when I'm implementing things for other people, my clients, it's no emotional attachment. Whereas though for me, it's like, oh, the letters aren't right. Oh, the buttons got to be pink. Oh, the picture's got to, it's just too much. It's too much, right? So that's kind of how things are just shifting around, and I want to stay in my creative zone of genius, right? My zone of genius. Anytime I step outside of that, things become a little more stressful, and I'm like, I begin not to enjoy it. And that's not why we became full-time entrepreneurs, part-time entrepreneurs. This is our passion. This is what we love doing. I want to stay in that vein because I absolutely love it. So I make a lot of changes because I'm always analyzing things, and you have to analyze things. You can't just go with the flow just because it's like sometimes it could be like a bad relationship. Oh, I spent all this money. Oh, I did this business for all this time. Like, cut that, pivot, go to something else. It ain't working, boo. Try something else. It's just, I told y'all, 5-second rule, help me out. Just make decisions that fast, just like the stock market. If there's something ain't working for you, cut it. Cut your losses and keep on going to something different, right? Oh, y'all rolling. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Thank you for being here, Winnet, south of Dallas. Oh, north of Dallas, my bad. We were going to come to Dallas right after Houston, but guess what? It wasn't that many people there. No, so as of now, Lashana, that's it. I'm not, that's going to be it. It entails too much. And I really enjoy working with my clients. Like I said, the done for you stuff, because I am like a tech junkie. I really am. But I don't like doing it for my business because it's just too much. I'm looking at stuff and but to take someone else's problem and I don't know what a funnel is, or I don't know how to build a CRM. I'm like, oh, girl, I got you. Boom, get here. Boom, 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 boom. It's done. It's functional. It's working, right? If they want to go overboard with super branded stuff, that's totally on them. That's not my job. So it's like amazing. I love it because I didn't realize. Oh, I did. I am like a tech junkie. I am. I'm just not good for my stuff. I'm not. Addie, honestly, I'm glad you mentioned that too, baby. So Addie says everyone is saying start a group, but it seems like everyone has a group. I'm not sure what I want to do in the group. What do you think about starting a group as an event stylist? Now, one thing I am for starting. I am for all for the groups, right? I am, but it has to be a strategy. Like I see a lot of groups that just jump up, and I'm not gonna say mine perfect, baby, because I'm not, because your girl all over the place. But I do try to watch that thing like a hawk. I do. And certain segments when I know I'm super busy, like maybe with a tour, or I'm got a lot of coaching clients, sometimes I'm not as active as I normally am. So one thing I can say about a group, I would not recommend someone to have a group just to have a group. If you're really not going to serve people in that group and your group really don't have a purpose, why you have a group? Because groups are a lot of work. Look at the people that have successful groups, right? It's a lot of work. They're in that thing. They're pouring, they're serving, they have a strategy, they have a vision, they have a purpose. If you don't have that, it's like the foundational stuff of a business. If you don't have that stuff, there's no sense in starting a group. Your group is going to have a bunch of crickets in it. That's why I just ended one of my groups, because it's like, I can't, I'm only one person. I'm only one person. No matter how many people I want to serve, I have to stay true to where I'm going, right? So I would say have a purpose. If your group has a purpose, and if the purpose is helping people, whether it's potential clients or you're giving back or whatever the case may be, then yeah, baby, you need a group. But if it's just to jump on a bandwagon and say, oh, hey, I got a group, get in it. No, because it's too much work. Unless you're going to actually have people helping you with it, it's a lot of freaking work. It is. Ask some group members. There's a couple of them on here. So if any of you guys agree, again, give me a one. That groups are a lot, not just groups, engaged groups. Highly engaged groups is a lot of work. If you just said, hey, get a group just because we want to be the cool with the cool kids, give me a two. And I hope you don't have a group, because it's a lot of work. It really is. It's a lot of work. Lynn, I get it, because honestly, that's kind of what, so Lynn says that's kind of what she do, like word of mouth, get a lot of referrals, whoever, whatever booker she wanted, right? We totally get it. Everybody on this thread get it, because we all have been there to some degree. I have been there. I didn't stay that long because it was very irritating, right? My thing is, y'all know how my nerves get, like, it's too much work, and it's not paying off in the profits. So that is how you start narrowing down who you want to work with, right? I started really paying attention to clients I love working with. If it's clients that you love working with, guess what? You don't really necessarily mind going over and beyond to some degree. You don't, because it's just, you ultimately want to see people win, or you ultimately want to put on an amazing event, right? That's your passion. So you're going to light up in that space. But if you're dealing with someone that, I think I did a YouTube yesterday. Like, who in charge? You or your clients? You scared to tell your clients no? Like, you have to be real intimately connected to your audience, period. Or your ideal clients, your prospects, whatever the case may be. Because for one, not only are you going to be able to help them more effectively, for one, you're going to be able to keep your sanity, for two, right? And then not only that, you'll be able to identify thousands more people like them. It's not going to be a whoever, whatever, however, whatever. That is not going to happen. If you know, y'all know my term is bargain basement Betty. If you know bargain basement Betty is not your ideal client, you don't need to talk bargain basement Betty's language. Again, you don't need to talk bargain basement Betty's language. Not only that, you don't need to be attracting work that bargain basement Betty is going to be attracted to, period. So it's just like, whatever it is you see yourself, even if you're not at that level right now, you have to invest in your business. You have to invest in yourself. You have to do the mindset work. And it's a lot of work, especially if you was nutso like me. You have to do the work, right? And you have to have a faith-based mindset, because you're going to get scared. Your girl's scared right now. I got some stuff on the table. I'm like, oh, I don't know. But however, I know I'm deserving, and I know that it was meant for me to have it. So you have to, it's about mindset. And once you start thinking differently, once you start acting differently, once you start speaking differently, guess what? It attracts a different type of clientele. So ultimately, you got to see yourself serving the people you want to work with, period. It don't have to be them all, but you got to see this glamorous event. Bam, popping, bow, bow, bow. That's what you have to see. And you have to visualize it, and it has to do it as often as you need, because ultimately, guess what? That is dropping clues for you. Hey, you ain't going to be able to attract that and do that if you are only doing this. And it's going to encourage you to make the necessary steps that you need to make to ultimately get there, period. When I was struggling with my backdrops, guys, I just saw me doing amazing stuff. And I'm like, I could not figure it out for the life of me. I couldn't. So I said, I had no choice because my desire was that big. I knew I had to be, I had to be whatever it is that I am, the draping specialist, draping instructor. Whatever. I didn't see me doing what I'm doing now, producing what I was producing 2 years ago. I wouldn't have been able to. Wouldn't nobody believed in me and paid prices for my class. They were like, that's all you got, though? I ain't paying. So I ultimately had to do what was necessary to attract those guys. Not only attract them, but I had to provide social proof that if they went through me, they'd be good, period. That's ultimately what it is. Same thing with your prospects. People have to see your work and see your stuff like, oh, if I want to be the talk of the town, if I want people to just walk into my wedding, my party, whatever, and be like, oh, those looks, she's the only one that can do it, period. That's what you got to make people feel at the end of the day. Thanks for the ones, guys. Love it, love it, love it. Lynn, I love it. Lynn plans to retire in 5 years. That's very realistic. I just woke up one day and said I quit. And that's probably why I had hell the first year. I did. Because I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a date. I didn't have any of that. So that 5-year thing, I love it because you realistically can put a date on that thing. You can visualize you putting in your pink slip. You can do all that. And if you do it enough, you're going to start doing, making the steps, the necessary steps. What needs to happen quarterly for you to ultimately do that? What needs to happen annually for you to ultimately do that? What do you need to make every year for you to be able to ultimately do that? You're going to start thinking of things totally different. If somebody coming to you with $300, look, I only got $300. You're like, I can't retire doing $300 parties. And guess what you're going to do? You're going to say, I can't service you, boo. And that is staying true to yourself. It's not being a mean girl. It's not being, holier than thou. That is not ultimately, that is not helping you reach your goal. And that's how you think of things different. That's how you act different. That's how you feel different. That's how you move different, right? I'm just trying to tell you, Lynn. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, Chris, thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. I'm trying to stay consistent, and I have been doing great since March, guys. Can I get somebody give me some 5s, and because then I know y'all clapping for me. Give me some 5s and some claps, because it's hard work. People think this YouTube thing is easy. It's really not. It's especially to be consistent. Your girl has been consistent, and those of my tribe members that know, I'll fall off of emails because that's just not my thing, right? I will. I'll fall off of social media posts. That's not my thing. That's just not what I do. But jump on here and run my mouth. I could do that all day. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Groups do take a lot of work, Eric. They do. Eating some cost. Wait a minute, end up eating some cost. Absolutely, you do eat costs, and I know I ate a lot of costs. But ultimately, you kind of want to move. I said ultimately like 50 million times. But you kind of want to move forward, and not to say that what you're doing right now is wrong, because that's not the case. You need what you're doing right now to help you grow, right? You need to feel that uncomfortable space of knowing, 1, you deserve more. 2, ain't nobody gonna come to save you, boo. They're not. The only person that can get you to shift out of the position that you're already in is you. That's it. So whatever that takes, I don't care if it's baby steps. I don't care if it's crawling on your knees. As long as you move and shift out of the position that you're already in, you're doing amazing. Kudos. We're going to give some kudos and claps to you, Lynn. Wait a minute. Yeah, so woo boy. So about teams. I said it again. That must be my word for today. So about teams. Thank you, Tanya. Hey, Valerie. So about teams, it is hard. So one thing I can say about teams, normally when you're trying to build a team, right? It is hard because for one, it has to be a chemical match. You have to have chemistry. Not only that, everyone on the team, I don't care if they just the phone operator, needs to understand the vision of your business. And normally when teams disseminate or they don't work out, it starts with the head. It starts with the head. Normally the head don't know how to delegate, or guess what? They don't know where they're going. They don't have a vision, but they want people to come. And I'm not saying this is about you, Lynn. I'm honestly, I'm speaking this from my personal experience. I've been trying to build a team forever. However, you can't build a team if you don't, or if the team don't know where they're trying to get you to. Everybody has to be on the same page and understand the culture of the business. Bam! Now, if you guys never heard me say that, you want to know why? Because your girl just learned it. Boom! So you're just learning the culture of a business is big. It's huge. And it will change the trajectory of everything and everyone's intentions, how everyone interact with each other, it'll just change everything. So when you don't have the vision in place and you don't have a business plan or just something of where you're trying to go, and you're able to convey that to every team member, because all of them is ultimately they team members for a reason. They're not employees, they're not interns, they're team members, because it takes a team, like it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a team to build a business. You can't do it all on your own. Ask me why I got these bags under my eyes, because I tried. I tried. It's impossible. You need a team, but like again, I said, people in the beginning, like my team was my family, and a part of my team still is my family, and it's mainly because they understand the vision and they are just as vested in it as I am. However, I would never have a team member now on as family just because, oh, they want to help. Absolutely not. Because the integrity of my business is on the line, for one, right? We don't play with the baby. The baby is the business. The integrity of the business is on the line. It only takes that one auntie, cousin, Tim to just totally mess up the business reputation, right? We can't. I can't risk that. So I don't mind hiring a team member that understands ultimately where I'm trying to go and that's able to add value to that vision. That takes money. It did. No, like I said, you can look up and get some family members that's just vested in you, because normally if you have that mindset, when I eat, we eat, a lot of people gravitate to that and they want to be a part of it and they want to see you win. So I'm not saying it ain't possible, because it is, but it's highly unlikely, just because sometimes when it comes with family, there's a sense of entitlement, right? I ain't got time to deal with it. I work too hard. We can't talk about entitlement right now, because we're still, I don't care how it look to anyone else, I am still putting in sweat equity because my visions is so big. They're so huge, right? I'm always going to dream. Even if now, let's just say next year, I maximize my thoughts now, I'm going to dream even bigger. That's the stuff that keeps you growing. That's the stuff that keeps you not only giving back, that's the stuff that just enriches your life and help you live a more purposeful life, right? So that's the stuff right there. Thank you, Patricia. I appreciate you. Oh, God. Guys, wait a minute. I don't know. Somebody must have opened my door. Oh, my cousin. Sorry, guys, I got to turn my alarm on. She must say no, the alarm was on. Sorry. All right, so it's this on. So, see, talking about family, right? That's my heart. Love her to death. Okay, so then main thing I want to tell you, never give up on finding a team. However, it's not going to be built in a day. I have been literally hiring and firing over the past year, because just because you bring someone on, even if you hire somebody, doesn't necessarily mean that they're a good match for your business. And it doesn't necessarily mean that they understand the vision and where you're trying to go. And it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to treat your clients how you expect them to treat them. So it's going to take some time, baby. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some bumps in the road. However, one thing I can say, since you're new to hiring a team, it's going to help you. It's going to help sharpen your wits. It's going to help you realize what you want in a team member, what you don't want in a team member, it's going to just really help you narrow down expectations, boundaries, responsibilities. But again, it's a process. You got to go through the process. You got to go through the process. But it's totally worth it, because when you're at that point, when you have an amazing team, I'm telling you, The things you do in your business is the things you love, right? The other things that run your business is the things your team do. It's not that you, it still needs to be done, but if I don't like social media, I don't like posting and scheduling. I don't. That's why I will always have a social media person, right? I don't like the help desk thing because it's too much. It goes ping, 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 ping. I will always have, it's just certain team members I will always have. I don't run projects. I am an innovator. I like coming up with ideas. I need somebody else, look, make it work. This is what I got, baby, make it work. But that's ultimately what it takes, right? And that's help your business run in a fluid manner, right? But it takes time. It takes time. So in the beginning, even if you have to deal with family members, I would say do it because it's still helping sharpening your what you like and what you don't like and what you expect. Even though it's a family member, you may be a little attitude or some answers you don't like. Write it down. Anything I ever experienced that I didn't like, I immediately write in my SOPs. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. And anytime it's something that I absolutely love, this is a requirement. This is a requirement. This is a requirement. But again, it takes time. I hope that answered your question. Sabrina, how do I start my inventory of drapes with my own money because business has not picked up yet? What color should I have on hand to start with? Okay, so one thing I want to say, well, you always want to have white. One thing I would say, always have white. Your primary colors, it depends on like what lane you're in. If you're in weddings, you always want to have your white and your ivory. But if you're in like parties, it's hard to say. But most basic colors is like the pinks, the blues, the whites, gold. So, but right now, if you say there is no business, baby, I ain't buying no drapes. I don't know about you, but I learned the hard way. But what I would do, however, is maybe I would invest in some fabric or some drapes for creating mock-ups for whatever type of party I'm trying to attract. Let's just say sometimes people want to do, oh, I want to do a wedding, or I want to do a sweet 16, or whatever it is. If you have a vision in your head that you want to create and you know that it's marketable, like people would want it, like your pinks and your blues, that's easily to sell, or white and gold, it's easy to sell. I would say make that investment, but have a strategy behind it that you're going to create a mock-up, but let it be a bomb dope mock-up, right? And you're going to market the hell out of it. Right? And that whole strategy is so you can ultimately attract clients or whatever the case may be. But be mindful because we in a messed up place right now. We don't know if we're getting shut down or we don't know what's happening. So I wouldn't really suggest you to make that move right now until you get a little more clear on if things shutting down or if they, whatever it is. Because people might be doing outside events for a very long time, which would cause you to invest in a different kind of drapery. So for me, now that I know better, because when I ain't know better, I ain't do better. I didn't. I was buying everything, baby. I was a little broke, spending all my coins every Sunday on fabric and drapes. I was. But now I'll kind of forecast things or what I think is happening or how I think things are shifting. And I'm always going to go towards that. I'm going to go towards, is I still on here? What was happening to my other screen now? Somebody give me a 1, please, if I'm still here. Oh, I did I? Okay. All right. So yeah, so that's what I would suggest. I would kind of suggest for right now, if you say the business isn't there, I would say strategize to get the business there and don't just go buying the Walmart drapes or whatever the case may be, because you're gonna be getting people that want to pay you $100. And no, that's not what we did, especially for 2021. Oh, thanks, Addie. I don't know why that's the word of tonight. That was the word of tonight. It's normally amazing, but today it was ultimately. I don't know. No, stop. Lynn, stop right now. It's so funny because I just got finished watching Kevin Hart, like the old Kevin Hart. He was like, no. So funny because it's still like fresh in my head a little bit. And he's like, no. So Lynn, stop. Lynn is constantly buying inventory for the what if events, right? The ones that might come along. Lynn, let me tell you something. I have some colors in there. I mean, I thought it was super dope. I knew I could create some stuff with it. Now I force it on my students, right? Because I'm going to use this fabric and these colors. And it turns out amazing. But at the time when I was doing events, man, I was buying whatever was on sale, and I knew that I could make it pop. And I've never draped with purple ever until I started teaching. I've never draped with orange. Oh, yes, I did. But that was my son's football team thing. That was their orange and blue. Other than that, I had all this orange, never used it, right? I had a couple of colors that I've just never used because I thought it was a great idea. Oh, if I get the request, let me just have it on hand. No. Major fail, right? If you get a request, I'm quite sure it's not a request where somebody like, look, I need this done tomorrow, right? If you get a request, you wait, find out what they need. And this is what I always say as far as, especially when you're in the beginning, you take that money and then you invest in your business, right? Don't start out with your capital. Don't go get these loans. Well, I guess now since the loans is doing what they're doing, yeah. But in general, don't go doing that. Like, I want to go get all this inventory because one day, baby, if one day don't happen, guess who's stuck with it? You. So you could, if you can, you want to wait until those requests come, right? And then find out what the needs are, right? And then if it's something that's common that they need, like white, gold, ivory, cool, keep it into your pricing structure. But if it's something weird, like orange, purple, burgundy, that was custom, like kind of custom colors, you want to tax it a little bit because that's something that you probably won't use again right away, period. That's how I still do that today. Like somebody asked me for a weird color and I know I got to go buy 200, 300 yards of it. Oh no, not only is they going to pay the cost, they're going to pay the inconvenience. And because it's a custom color, that's not something you can't go to any other company really and get 4-room draping unless this is what they do of a burgundy. That's kind of customized. It is. Even if you go to the big companies that do rentals, they don't have those kind of colors in stock. That's why sometimes that's why they come to me, because they think I got it. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And if I don't, I'm going to get it. But it ain't going to be at the expense out of my pocket. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I hope I ain't saying it wrong. Nyla, Fareed, yeah, I did that so much. I swear, I still have some people a part of my tribe now that even back then when I was first starting, I would go shopping every week, verbatim. That was my happy town. And I would hit, I ain't just going to one store, I would hit them all. I would hit all the stores, find all the sales, because I was heavy in my couponing too. Boy, it was Saturday or Sunday, one of the days, I would come back with a haul. And I would just go and tell them where it was and tell them what I got. And you better go get this every week. And I'm still getting rid. I've been selling this stuff for, I don't know, probably a year. I'm still getting rid of stuff. And I got rid of so much already. But that just goes to show how much unnecessary stuff I purchased. And for me, it was unnecessary because I found out that that's not what I wanted to do. However, if it was something I probably still was doing, it probably wouldn't for me been as much of a waste because I know how to push stuff on people. I know how to cook. Yeah, I know how to. You want this right here, baby. I know how to do that real good. Oh my goodness! So that's why for me it was just totally a bad practice to do. So even if you have that, you have limited space, like for mock-ups, I totally get it because guess what? At my old house, I had limited space. Like I had furniture everywhere. I did. But when it was mock-up day, oh, that stuff got moved, right? All I needed was a clean wall. And I had to make sure one of those socks in the background, one of those lamps in the background, one of those cases of peanut butter in the background, right? And a lot of my mock-ups people thought were events, and they weren't. I treated it as an event. I put the treats, well, they was fake treats, but I would put the treats up there, the cake stand, the whole thing. They would think it's an event, and it wasn't. Even doing mock-ups like table settings, they were like, oh, that's amazing party you did. No, that's a mock-up. But the whole key in saying that is those are some of the actions that help me get to another level because I was designing things, even though it was just a mock-up, I knew what I wanted to attract. And then I started to attract those people that was doing the $2,000 baby showers. I'm like, what? They want this and they want that. And I'm like, oh, that's where a lot of my inventory came from when I got smart. Like my thrones and my columns and centerpieces and candelabras, all that stuff came from requests. I wasn't buying all that. But I would go in and design it in a way that, they thought it was an event, and it wasn't. It was a mock-up. So they're like, oh, I want this. Oh yeah, you can get that, baby. You surely can. So Chris, honestly, sewing machines, it's when you're sewing drapes, it's not a lot to it. All you need is a straight stitch. When I first started, I kind of been sewing off and on. I just, ever since home ec back in elementary school, we were making ties and pot holders. So I've always just, I've always done stuff like that. But when you're sewing drapes, it's not like a major thing where you need a specific sewing machine. Any basic sewing machine will work because it's just a straight stitch. A few of my sewing machines were just basic ones from Walmart. It wasn't nothing spectacular. It didn't matter if it was a brother or a singer. It didn't matter. A couple times I even had that little handheld one, that wonka. It just took too long, so I stopped using it. But the whole thing is just sewing a stitch. Now, since I sew a lot, I did upgrade and get a I got a Singer Confidence. The kind is like not wireless. Is handless. I don't know what it is, but it goes by itself. And that's because now I do a lot of sewing. But guess what? I was doing the same sewing. I even think I did my sewing tutorial, my first one, with a regular old $88 sewing machine, right? It wasn't nothing spectacular, it wasn't nothing fancy. So I don't want you guys thinking you got to go and invest in all this fancy stuff. You don't, especially in the beginning. You just want to get the job done, but make it neat, make it look like, But guess what? I sold those sewing machines. I write on Facebook Marketplace. I even sold them to a couple of my tribe members, right? Because they were now getting into sewing, right? And it was perfect for them because they weren't old. But now I was going to the next level, and I invested into a more expensive sewing machine. So it's not like the sewing machines went to waste because I was able to sell them and then take the money and reinvest into a better one. So even though you guys some things it is good to, it's okay to start at the baseline, but you'll never hear me say that about a photography stand ever. So don't peg those two together. No, it's never okay to invest into a photography stand, especially now that we have these stands and these kits that's so inexpensive, right? Compared to how much they were before. Photography stand, I don't even know how much it is, and I think it's about 40 something. I can't remember because it was a while since I did that. But now to be able to get kits and things like that, that's $160, like unheard of. And that's not what it was costing back then. So now that's why I'm highly against like taking cheap routes when it comes to certain things. But like things like a sewing machine, get the basics. Go to Walmart, get the basic one. You'll be totally fine. You'll be able to do it, right? That's all you need. Wait a minute. Tanya, don't. I mean, one thing. You're right. So like you said, things have slowed down. So you don't want to, you don't want to have all that things you're just storing and it's not making you money. And it's even worse if you have to go outside and get storage space. Like I know a lot of us have storage units. Like, I just use my garage. Y'all know old Miss Cheapy. I am going to save $1 however I can, whatever makes sense. Right? So my entire double car garage is my storage space. But yeah, those that have the storage space and things aren't moving, there's no events happening, I totally get it. That's why I keep telling you guys, y'all need a product. Y'all need a digital product. It's so easy. But that's another conversation. Wait a minute. Yeah, and I hope I'm saying, Nala, if I'm not saying this right, please correct me because I hate messing people's names up. I think that's so impersonal. But yeah, you only need a straight stitch. And honestly, for those of you guys that just absolutely frightened of the sewing machine, like, that's not what I do. I don't want to do it. Ooh, I might get stuck, whatever it is. Boop, 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 bam. Use some witch stitchery. It's not, use some witch stitchery, heat bond, whatever you want to call it. It works. Don't get the regular kind though. definitely want to get heavy duty. It works the same. It may not be, it depends on how you care for your drapes. It may not last as long as a stitch, but guess what? It lasts. One thing I absolutely want to tell you stay away from though is glue. Do not, don't do it. Trust me. You know, I'm a crash test dummy sometimes. So, or not me, my drapes is. So sometimes I'll put them through some stuff just so I can educate my tribe better, because especially if something I don't know. And I done tried a few different kind of glues. No, stay away from the glue. I'm telling you, it bleeds, especially if you're using stretch. It bleeds through. You can see it. It look real tacky. Don't do it. Get yourself some heat bond. You'll be A-okay. Wasted money. I mean, honestly, it depends. Like some people just don't like sewing. I like it because I could get other stuff done while I'm sitting there. I could catch up on my shows. I could have a conversation with, you know, my family. I could eat dinner. I could record some stuff. So I'm always looking at, you know, ways that it's, for me, if I wasn't sewing 9 times, I'll be in some stuff. But normally for me, if I'm sitting like now, oh God. Oh, I can't wait to tell y'all and show y'all this fabric I got from Houston. Woo, chat. It looks so, I'm so excited for the Atlanta class because this is new fabric, new prints, new colors, textures I hadn't used. I can't wait to introduce to you guys. And the rest I can't say. I have learned to keep my future moves to myself until I'm ready to launch them. But it's some y'all and especially all of you guys that's talking about sewing and fabric. Oh, y'all in for a treat. That's all I want to tell you guys. Y'all in for a treat. Yeah, but if you get it, Lynn, if you get like I said, get the heavy duty, because they do have like three different levels. And even if you get the light, you're gonna have to double, like not even double, you're gonna have to like quadruple it up for it to have a nice adhesive. Otherwise it's just gonna pull straight apart. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. So Sherry, good question. Sorry guys. Sherry says, how does she go about, where's my glasses? How do she, I lost it. Wait a minute. A couple of them went up. God dang it. God dang it. Hold on. How do I go about finding fake treats, cakes, etc. for mockups? So, good question. You can buy some. And the ones I purchased, some was on AliExpress, but they're kind of hard to find if you don't have the right words. And unfortunately, I can't tell you what the words was that I used because it took me a while. I don't remember. But I didn't even really use them because when they came, they looked a little too cartoony, right? And your girl don't do cartoony. So I ended up not using them. And what I did was I made some and they came out dope, right? They came out dope. I had cake pops, I had cupcakes, I had it all. So my whole display was it was treats, but it was fake. And I think, do I still got some? I think I finally threw them away. I think I did. Yep. But they were pretty. And honestly, they were pretty than my real treats because even though I did treats, they weren't like these. These were perfect. The consistency, it just was perfect. I'm trying to tell. I might do a video on that. I might. Then I better not say that. But I might. But it was perfect. So I might do that because it wasn't even hard. It really wasn't. And like I said, it was easier. It was much easier with these than actually doing treats. And it was just good to finish up my mock-ups with like my treat tables because I would hate to do a display. Even though I'm doing like the table draping or whatever the case may be, if you don't really have it dressed up, it's like, it's cute. You kind of have to finish it, right? You got to kind of polish that thing and make it, the treats is kind of what, they complement each other. So the treats look amazing, but then also the draping and the fabric look amazing. So it kind of like, it just finishes off the look. So if y'all interested in a treat video or a faux treat video, give me a 6 I'm saying different numbers because that helps me understand what y'all's talking about. Because sometimes I go back like, why are these ones here? But then I have to go listen. I'm like, oh. So now I know why I asked for 1. I know why I asked for 2. I know why I asked for 5. And now I know why I'm asking for 6. So if you're interested in seeing that video on YouTube, give me a 6. Thank you, Angie. But But it's real easy, guys. It's really easy. And you can use them over and over and dope stuff. I'm trying to tell you. Dope. No, Chris, stay away from glue on fabric. Stay away. I know they have glue for fabric, but it's for certain things. Like some jeans, yeah. You want to glue up a hem or something, yeah. But for like drapes, something that's so delicate for like what we use it for, no. Absolutely not if you're looking for that look, right? Now, if you're just trying to get away and you don't care because it's a little Tim party and you just need to put something up real quick, okay, by all means, do what you got to do. But your girl, she's not using ever no glue. I know other alternatives. You will never see no glue on my drapes ever again. Felicia, that is amazing. It's funny because I had 2 young ladies in my Houston class, and the same thing, like their mom, Felicia's mom, she said is a seamstress and puts the pockets in her drapes. That is awesome. That's like liquid gold. And I had 2 young ladies in the Houston class who mom did the same thing. And I'm trying to tell you guys, if you guys, for one, y'all know some of you guys have, you know, people in your family that's of an older generation. That was their thing. That's what they did. So y'all better pick them phones up and, you know, that probably give them something to do. And that's, like I just told you, some people want to help your business grow. Some people want to be a part of what you're doing. That's a real easy way to bring someone a part of what you have going on. Because for one, you need it. So clearly you're letting them know that you need them. You could use their help. And especially if they have that attitude where they want to kind of just get in where they fit in, you better use them. That's all I'm saying. I wish I had somebody down here. All my people back home. Yeah, I mean, that was my thing too. So once I learned, and I'm not saying nothing's wrong with treats because they're amazing. Like some of the treats I be seeing is like, where you come from? Like, who birthed you? To have talent like that, like it's crazy. I'm like, oh no. But even when I was doing treats, I'm like, oh no, this is not my thing. It's too much work. It's a lot of work. And I'm like, oh, I be just up all hours of the night. And then I would get so distraught when my cupcakes would crack, and like, because I didn't perfect it, they just looked good and they tasted good though, because I can cook. They taste good, but they wasn't perfect. And I said, this is too much. I can't do it. It's too much. That's a lot of work. And then you got to worry about the temperature. That's why I gave up flowers too. I'm like, yeah, I worry about the temperature and spraying them and heating them, and I ain't got time for all that. Steaming them. That's too much. I'm telling you, my nerves can't take it. You go to see something drooping, oh, my heart gonna fall to my stomach. I'm trying to tell you, I can't. I'm trying to tell you. Oh my goodness. Oh no, Michelle, we was talking about you when we were in probably NOLA or Houston. I can't remember. But you know, Yolanda, the whole crew was there. So they was asking, like, you know, what's happening you know, with Atlanta. I said, Michelle might come, she might be there. And but I didn't know because I haven't talked to you. So you are truly going to be missed. You are truly. How you gonna go away on? We got 2 days in Atlanta. You're gonna be gone for both of them. And honestly, because those are booked, so I'm thinking about booking another one because I'm keep getting requests for Atlanta, and I'm right here in Atlanta, so it's easy for me to do that. So I may be doing it. I don't know. Oh, well, if you're doing Cricut, Chris, then I highly recommend you to sew, because I got a Cricut too. Look, that thing just sit. I'm tired. I'm done buying things, and now I'm just at a place. I'm trying to tell you, I'm just at a place. I just got to hire somebody to do it because my time. I don't have the time, right? Even though I love and I enjoy doing crafty stuff because that's the stuff that lights us up, right? My thing is I don't have time. I'll go out there and buy all this stuff. Like I said, I got all them drapes, all that. Chloe, is you shutting? I said, I got all them drapes. Say hi, guys. And now I'm looking at it because it's like piles and piles, and I'm like, I'm gonna be sewing some, and when Kayla come home, she gonna be ironing some, right? Because it's a lot. It's a lot. But I'm excited for how it turned out in class. So I really, really am. I really am. Okay, treat video. So it looked like it's going to come. Do I outsource balloon decor? That name look familiar. Rising Star, tell me who you are, because that look very familiar. No, I do not, because I don't do events no more. And even the events I was doing, I always did my own balloons. And the furthest the outsourcing I got was Kayla Davis. Kayla, once I taught her, and I even taught my son, they would do my balloons. So that was the furthest I got to outsourcing. Any kind of balloon work. Wait a minute. I don't want to miss nothing. Melly, be at the baseline. That's the safe place to be. Just listen to some of the tips I shared. Listen to some of the tips you probably hear elsewhere from other creatives or draping experts or people that's in the industry, and apply them. Because trust me, the things that we talk about is just come from experience. It's not like it's in the book. I have no books over there that talks about drapes. I have no books over there that talks about balloons or none of that. So the only things that I actually share is just my own experiences. Not to say it will be yours, just saying if you could take any tidbits from it and like, oh, I ain't gonna do that. Oh, that was a good tip. Take it, keep it, use it, pass it on, do whatever you want to do, but make it useful, right? Make it useful. Okay. Depends. Wait a minute. On fabric, I had cut double length. Oh, I know what you're saying. Yes. So I do that too. But honestly, I don't have it cut double the length. Nyla, I hope I'm saying it right. What I do is I had it cut because I do a lot of balances. Y'all know I love balances. Like I don't hate, but I dislike backdrops that just have drapes hanging down. I don't know. That's just my thing, right? That's just my thing. But so I'll always have mine cut to a balance if I'm going to use that kind of technique. And that way I could, do the same thing that you're mentioning with the double drape, and still had it long enough to use as a balance. So normally for balances, I'm cutting anywhere from 30 feet to 40 feet long. And I use that sucker so many ways, it's ridiculous. And I always share those tips in class because they were like, oh, now I get it. They were like, well, we only got one piece of fabric. I'm like, don't you worry, boo, I got you. I'm gonna show you how to work this thing. But that's one of the, that's the beauty of it. Outsource balloons. Nope, I said that. Treat video. Okay, y'all, wait a minute, let me write that down. Because the whole thing, one of the things I was coming on here for was to see what was some videos that you guys would have liked to see. So we kind of get them factored in, because for the whole next month, since I ain't going anywhere, right, until December, I'm pretty much just going to be focused on recording. And I want to make sure that it's stuff that you guys want to see. So I have the faux treat video. And if you guys know any other ones, throw them up in the chat so I can write them down. How many yards do you need to do a balance? Felicia, I just said that before even reading your question. So I hope you got it. But for me, I do, because I like wide backdrops, right? When you're looking for premium, or not necessarily, because you can still do premium with a regular, I wouldn't say 6 feet, but at least 8 feet. But I like going 10 feet, or I like doing triple panel, double panel. So I'm cutting anywhere between 30 feet and 40 feet for my balances. Now I'm pretty much now having my stuff cut a lot longer, because I'm doing those triple panels and double panels, because that's what that is what I'm attracting. And now I'm even teaching that in class. Like even my private classes, they're like triple panels. It wasn't like that before, but now I'm just trying to find ways to throw in more value and, just make it look even more amazing. So that's the way to go. You will snatch that glue seam right now. Oh, out of place with the weight. Absolutely. Hobby Lobby or Walmart. I could kind of, you know what, Beverly? I could see that. But I think I tried it, but I don't think I thought it all the way through, because what I was worried about was the puddle. I am a 12 o'clock person. I don't like sticks that curve, or when I have a display, if it's on a cake stand or whatever it is, all my sticks need to be at 12 o'clock, period. If it's not, guess what? It's not going on the table. That's one of my pet peeves. I don't know why, but I don't know. That's just one of my things. So I was having trouble creating that puddle to keep it, to keep it flat, like you would, let's just say, for a regular candy apple or something like that. And I just didn't give it enough thought. So, but creating the fake ones I did came out amazing. Oh yeah, Felicia, absolutely. So that's what I was saying. Like that's a good way to, you know, bring in family, you know, like as far as like what you saying with your mom coming in and sewing your stuff, and honestly being able to provide an extra income. That's the beauty of it. That is the beauty of it. And that's what I'm saying, like with some of you guys that may have, you know, like maybe some older people in your family that, you know, they sometimes they just feel like is nothing to do. That's a great way to not only compensate them and have them make some extra money, right? And not interfere with their retirement or whatever it is. But, you know, they get excited about that stuff because they feel like they have a purpose again. And that's like, I can't stress how important that would probably make them feel. So I would really definitely say and recommend if any of you guys have that possibility, but never maybe thought about it before, give it some consideration, especially if you don't like doing it. If you don't like doing it, go find. Come here, Aunt Bertha. Come here, come here. Let's talk, Aunt Bertha. I got something for you, baby. I got something for you. I'm trying to tell you, it will make all the difference in Aunt Bertha's life. I'm trying to tell you, make Aunt Bertha so happy just because Aunt Bertha got something to do and she's helping you. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Don't take my word for it, though. Thank you. See, Nejla. That's all you gotta do is tell me once. Aha, I got it. Thank you. Sherry, are you talking about the live classes? Let me see if they let me do this. Nope, they won't. So let me see if I can do it this way. Yep, they are letting me do it this way. So Sherry, you can look at the lineup here. Right now we are scheduled through March. I'm excited because I can't even say it. Like I told you, I gotta keep my stuff kind of a little private until it goes. But it's some exciting stuff lined up for next year. It really is. If y'all think, y'all see the testimonials, people have an amazing time in my class and they get an immense value. And even though if they in the beginning was a little apprehensive because they feel like it's a little costly, but when they in there, if every last one of them has said it's definitely worth the money, that makes a person feel, you want to know what? If somebody say it costs too much, I ain't paying you no mind. Because I'm serving these people over here that's ready to take their stuff to the next level and they see the value in it. So my goal is to attract more people like them. And not only attract them, but provide them even more value. So I'm excited because we got some stuff, that's all I'm saying. Some stuff lined up next year. Okay? And more than likely, I'm not sure if it's, well, it was too late to implement it into the November class for Atlanta. But February, from it's only the month of February. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 classes that we are serving in February. Baby. That's all I can say is I'm excited. You guys should be excited. I talk to you guys when you're in class. I get your feedback, find out things I could do, and it's on and popping. All I needed was the resource to be able to deliver to you guys, and guess what? Your girl got it. Your girl got it. That's all I'm telling you. Well, guess what? Michelle, when you come back on the 15th, you can just come straight. We right there at, oh no, we won't. We're going to be in Midtown this time. I was like, we'll be right there at the airport at Camp Creek, but we're not. We're going to be in Midtown. But you still can come down. You know, we be there till 5 o'clock. What time is your flight? Sure, you can. Wait a minute. Oh. Hold on. Send it here. But like I mentioned, and I think I probably told you, not too sure, I am just returning from vacation. So we were shut down. Wait a minute. Oh, and I had the most amazing time. I swear. I had the most amazing time. I know I can't eat and shit at the same time. .com. And when that I don't know, we were supposed to do Dallas. I think it was like the 27th The last class was the 25th. It was supposed to be the 27th. But it just wasn't a big enough response. So I was like, let me just bring it on home. And honestly, we did push them classes out late, and only pushed them out that late because people kept asking for them. And it was such a demand that it was enough where I was willing to make that move, right? But unfortunately, I had a couple of young ladies that couldn't make it last minute. Totally understood. But like the classes for next year, a few of them are sold out. Like Charlotte's almost sold out. Detroit is completely sold out. I think I'm gonna have to add another because I keep getting more requests for Detroit. Like Detroit is just not playing. Detroit is sold out. New York is almost sold out. Nashville is the only one we may end up dropping, but Chicago has a couple in there. New York is done. Yeah, they're done. Richmond, not too sure about Richmond. We may drop Richmond because I keep hearing about VA, but guess what? I don't know. I'm gonna give you guys to December. To talk about Richmond. So okay, so that is so I don't think I did one with layers yet, but it's in the pipeline. It's in my stack. So right now I have about, I don't know. We kind of mapped these out last night. It's about a good 15, and I know the layers is one of them because I kept getting that request. The balances is already in there. That's already on YouTube. But layers was one, like multi-layers, and it was, yeah, multiple layers. That's in there. Hopefully we'll get it done this week. It's quite a few. Most of these came from those questions you guys. I asked you guys questions as you coming in the group, like what is it you want to learn? And I take the most common answers, and that's what I do. I create like stuff that y'all want to see. So now you know I'm laughing at your comment, right? So yes, I did. This is only my suggestion to stay away from photography pole sets. Primarily because it's limited. Now, hold on, because if you are someone that just use the vinyl backdrops and maybe have like 2 or 4 panels on the side, okay, fine, that's for you. Okay, it'll work. But if you're looking to drape like the things you see in the group, I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna leave, you're gonna turn around, and the thing gonna fall out. Unless you must got some sandbags tied around it. And honestly, if you're really trying to show up as a professional and you want people to take you serious, do you think somebody gonna take you serious with a bunch of paint cans on your stuff? Ask me what I know about paint cans. I try to tell you, I did it all. So yeah, no, and it felt like I felt so shamed. Like, did I just do that? But we get it done by any means necessary. And I knew whatever I felt at that moment, I could never feel again. So yes, and then there was one. I knew one of the things that a lot of you guys complained about was, you know, the price of the sets, right? It was kind of expensive. So I literally intentionally sought out to create a solution to one of those issues. And it's been working out very, very well. I want to tell you guys that I really appreciate the support. I appreciate not even just you getting them, but even suggesting, because obviously you guys have been hearing it. It is a heavy duty set, and it is one of the most affordable units around, right? And not only that, we're creating different you know, different kits, different things, and it's just never ending. Like I told you guys, I'm an innovator, baby. So you keep coming and telling me stuff, we're gonna find solutions, because that's what we do. So I just want to say thank you guys for that. Thank you guys for that. Hey Kendra. So Jennifer, I'm not sure what you mean by if you're signing up with the Posh Academy, because if you're signing up like for a class or something, we clearly go over that before we go over that in detail before any of that. And now how things are moving forward, you don't have to purchase anything when you take class, but that's in the future. It's nothing for you to purchase. Everything is provided for you. So that, don't worry about that. But as far as like things I did mention earlier, like what I suggest you to kind of start out with, so yeah, you probably gotta catch the replay back because I'm about to go. But it's not a lot, and I pretty much just said buy as you get the requests. Don't go out there like, oh yeah, let me get this because it's on sale. Nope, don't do that. That's a bad business practice. I don't think I am going to be coming back to Houston. Not in general, but for a while, because even after our February leg, so I do my tours in legs. So even after this February leg is another leg I got to handle, which is going towards like Vegas and LA, and that'll be directly after this one. So I don't know when we'll circle back around to Houston, and I'm trying to, honestly, my goal was to have it all mapped out for 2021. But we kind of got to wait because we don't know, one, what this election going to do, and we don't know, two, what COVID's going to do. We don't. So it's like I kind of don't want to get ahead of myself. Like last year, I had my whole thing mapped out, and it, it threw me in the loop. Luckily, your girl was able to come out of it. But this time, I'm trying to just take it step by step and see, and just prepare it that way until I'm confident enough to where I can just map out the whole year of tours. Because honestly, I love it. I think it's going to be something I'm doing all the time. But and not only that, it's some other opportunities that's there for other instructors, other people that want to. It's just 2021, guys. All I'm gonna tell you, the Posh Academy is not playing. Okay, the Posh Academy is not playing. And the one of my biggest missions is to help other people. So I see a lot of people, and some of you guys I talk to all the time, and what you're trying to do and how I can possibly help you get there. And that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. So I'm excited. So if you guys into the draping world, or if you're looking to teach, or even if you're just looking to do it, be excited for 2021 because we got some amazing stuff coming. Chris, I think I am, because Detroit been weighing me out, boy. So, and Detroit been weighing me out. So I think we will end up doing a 2-dayer. We have to see and play around a little bit with Chicago. But I'm working on that. I'm working on that, babe. Tanya, I be in Vegas, girl. I gotta come back to Vegas. When we came to Vegas for and I keep getting requests now for Vegas and LA. When we came to Vegas for the MBA, wedding MBA, I have met so many amazing people there. I really did. So I definitely have some solid connections in Vegas now. So I'm definitely coming back to Vegas. Like I said, it's just a matter of getting over this February tour, this February leg. And then we're gonna jump on over to March, April, and I'll see you, Tanya. I'll see you, girl. Florida play games. Florida play games. This is the second time I've done Florida, and the request is always there, but it is not enough. It's not enough. So last time we did Florida, we ended up switching it to Savannah, and it worked out well for those ladies that were registered. But I don't know about Florida. Although I want to come to Florida, I just had an amazing time in Florida. I just was there for 5 days. I would love to come to Florida, but y'all play a lot. So then the exact pole set I recommend, of course, going to be my own, right? It's going to be my own, which is wait a minute. And it depends. This I always recommend for beginners because it's a basic set and it's real inexpensive. It's only about $163, and it includes 2 poles, 2 crossbars, and it includes 2 crossbar hangers. And that's all you have to do is add drape. There's nothing else you need for a double layer backdrop or a triple layer backdrop or however many layers you can do with 2 poles, because you can do quite a bit. So we work competitively to really get this thing to where it is, and I'm very proud of it. So that is what I would recommend, because I've gotten great reviews from it, and it's what all of my students, well, no, in class we use the premium kit because we go up to 14 or 12 feet, but it's a great starter kit. It's a great starter kit. And if you are looking for something taller, there it is. If you are looking for something taller, then you just will go to the premium kit. If you're looking for something shorter, then you just go to the Posh mobile kit. If you're looking for a canopy, then you will go to the Posh round canopy, just like that. So it's pretty much, just trying to meet everyone where they are and providing something that everyone needs, period. So it just depends on where you are in your experience level. Felicia, I think I had one. I can't remember. I could have sworn. Well, I know I had one in my program, but that's actually in here, like my toolbox thing, and like what essentials you should have in your toolbox. And some of them are funny, and I know y'all be like, did she say that? But it's a story behind it. It's a story behind it. So you gotta stay tuned for that video. But most of my videos, right, they are already kind of uploaded and scheduled out. So you can at least go onto the channel and look at the titles. And if it's a title that, you know, you're like, oh, I want to see that video when it drops, put your notifications on, boom, that's all you got there. Put your notifications on, and then when it drops, you'll know exactly that it aired. All my videos air Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays, I'm normally talking about some business tips, either marketing strategies, something about your clients to get on your nerves, how to eliminate them, something about that. And then on Thursdays is normally some kind of draping tip, or something to do with pipe and drape, or a setup, or a product review, or something like that. I got quite a bit of content now, so I may be boosting it up a little bit just to kind of get it out, because it's just so much. And it seems like the more I create, the more ideas come to my head. So I want to kind of leave it up to you guys and not leave it up to me, because I'll be creating for days. So y'all just tell me what to do. I'll do it. Just that simple. Yeah, so Lynn, ours is 163 for a set, but that's a heavy duty adjustable. Now, a lot of people go, and I'm not saying nothing is wrong. Some of the other sets they may sell them for 120 or 99, they aren't adjustable. They are fixed units, which is totally different from having an adjustable unit. I am relatively tall, I'm 5'9", and even still, the 6 foot, the 6 to 10 or 6 to 14 or whatever it is like, for me, perfect. I will never design on an 8 foot backdrop ever again, because I can't do it without a step ladder or something, a boost, something. I can't do it. So I got so spoiled with these things. Like, it was like, and even the mobile ones, like Kayla loved that one because she a little shorter than me. So that's the one she used all the time. She like fell in love with it. So it's just pretty much, like I said, meeting people where they are, finding out some innovative ways to really simplify the whole process. Y'all know your girl lazy. So I want to make things simple, and I want to make them simple for you guys. So that's the goal. Lynn, yes, we are actually not in Jersey, but we are in PA. February the 12th. That's the class for PA. For Jersey, no. The closest for Jersey, it will be Baltimore or New York. Yeah. So we'll be hitting Richmond, Baltimore, New York, Jersey. I mean, Richmond, Baltimore, New York, PA. All in February. Kimberly, you're not in the group? Okay, Kimberly, here is the group. Yeah, we just, I'm like, wow, it was just an influx of people. So I just want to thank everyone that's new that came and joined the group. I think it's, like I said, almost 300 people over the past, it wasn't even 2 weeks. But I just want to thank you guys for coming, for joining, for, you know, engaging, for letting us know where you're from, all that good stuff. And like I just want to say some good things coming. It's some great things coming. Especially now that I am niching down, not niching down because I am niche down, but I'm really narrowing down my focus. And yeah, it's gonna be exciting. All right. So there is the group. I will never be on here again without my glasses. Kimberly, that's the group. And any other questions? Because I am about to sound off, guys. Wait a minute. Okay, so Kimberly, I did that. Yeah, Angie, because they're so heavy. That's the only thing. That's why I normally try and pick my stuff up. That shipping to kill you, especially stuff like that, because they heavy. They 20 and 30 pounds. But I'm glad you got them, because I still use mine. So I still use the weighted bases, especially if I'm doing something weird, like something super tall, or I got a whole lot of drape. I still use mine. So you said 10 by 15. 10 by 15. That's a bedroom or maybe a garage. Is that a garage? Kelsey, I surely will. That's all I can tell you. Well, it won't be in detail because that's in my program, but it'll, yeah, you guys will see it. I'm excited about that too. So yeah, you'll see it. Charlotte Santana is February the 4th. Nebula, thank you. Oh, you're from Jersey. Okay, thank you. T-Bars, I like that name. So you're interested in Detroit. So we more than likely, if we are able to add another class, like I said, it's sold out, we will definitely get those dates up and in the group so you can see the new dates. The start. Thank you, Beverly. You got the starter kit. You love it. I got a couple of them myself. So when I don't have an online class, I just have a program. I don't, not a class. That's just that's something you would have to constantly do over and over and over. I like the beauty of the program because it's a library. You can keep it, look at it when you want, and have access to it. Angie, that video is on YouTube. I think I did 2 videos for uplightings, and the latest one I did is the one that you can operate from your phone. That's the one I still use today. I actually used it today for a table draping video. And they're lightweight, they're small. I don't remember the actual name because it was kind of long, but I know the name of the app was Happy Lighting. But that video is on YouTube. And all of the product links, all that stuff is in the description. 212. Is it booked? No, it is not. It's not full, Lynn. It's not full as of yet. Oh, that's your birthday month. Felicia Jacobs, I would love to have you. And close I'll be in the Carolinas is Charlotte. I'm not sure, honestly, how far Greenville is from the other locations. But yeah, I definitely would love to have you in one of my classes. Where can you find my email? I'm simple with it. I'm info@PreciousStevens.com. Everything is going to be the Posh Academy or Precious Stevens with me. It's not going to be a snooky cookie at Gmail. Nope. It's info@PreciousStevens.com. All right, Sherry, I would love to have you in there. Okay, so it is a garage. So you pretty much, it depends on, the main thing I want to tell you is count your crossbars. Like you want to measure your crossbars because that is what's going to determine the width. So if it's only 10 feet wide, one crossbar will handle that. And if it's only 15 feet wide along the other wall, that's only 2 crossbars, right? So total, you only need 6 crossbars which would be, it depends on if you have doors or things like that, but you're looking at about maybe 4 or 5 sets. So that's a quick answer. I can't give you a more defined answer without knowing more details, but there you have it. So the easiest way is to count your crossbars. Measure them out the maximum so you could use less amount of hardware. And then when you get to the odd numbers like 15, they do have crossbars that go to 15 feet though. But if that's not an option for you, you could use 2 of the smaller crossbars. So you know you need 3 on one side, then you need 3 on the other side. There you go. Oh, there you go. So if you have the Posh starter kit and then you have 3 that you have access to, that gives you 4. But the Posh Hour kit comes with 2 crossbars. So you may, if anything, you may need another, maybe another set, like an entire set, because you have 2 crossbars with an upright or something like that. But the key is to measure your crossbars first, and then you know where every crossbar meet, you need an upright. So that's the easiest way I do mine. That's just, I don't know, that's just how I do mine. It's easy for me. Count the crossbars first, then I know the crossbar is always going to be 1 less for the upright, if that makes sense. I hope it did, because I'm quirky like that. Family, don't laugh. You know how it would be. Snooky Cookie at Gmail. I make beautiful flowers at Yahoo. Let's drop that, y'all. Come on, we got to do better. We need branded emails. So Jennifer, I have not a possible date. I have a date. Richmond, Virginia is February the 5th. That is the solid date. And it's already on the calendar that you can find right here. And you currently can be on a payment plan. The good thing, like I said, about those classes, some amazing stuff about to come out. I can't say it yet, but they're the classes to get into. They are it. So Jennifer, that is the link. So you can see the tour. So you can see the date for Richmond if you're interested. Lynn, no worries. You're fine, Lynn. Lynn, I'm going to put it in for you as well if you are interested. It's the same link, and this link has all of the dates on there thus far. Oh, Felicia got it. So ATL, I'm quite sure ATL will always be every other month because we already have a solid venue here, and I'm here. So that relationship is already there. It's already confirmed, it's already written in stone. So we have a forever home here in ATL. So I just got to figure out what the next date will be, because after November, there are no more classes until February because I'm working on some stuff. All right. I will. It definitely will be Orlando. So don't worry. I'm working on that one too. But that's going to be on the next leg, I'm quite sure, after this February leg. So I want to thank you, ladies. I just tell you, I appreciate you for being on here with me for this. It's always like 90 minutes we be on here, right? Maybe that's like when I start getting tired. I don't know. But I want to thank you guys for being on here with me. I want to thank you for the questions. I want to thank you for the support. If you guys have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so, because that is more likely where you will be finding these videos, the Posh Late Night Biz. That's where you will be finding all the drink tips, all the business tips, all that good stuff. Drop your questions. As you see, your girl do answer them. That is not a team member. That is me. That is me actually answering them, right? I love the engagement. I love that you guys like the videos. I love that you guys engage with the channel. It actually helps the channel. So you are really helping me help you. And if you want to continue to help me help you, all you got to do is like, subscribe, or share, right? Don't forget to turn on your notifications bell, because that's when you'll know for me to upload another video that you may benefit from. Not may, you will benefit from. Just hit the notifications button, okay? Hey, Clara, thank you guys. I love you guys. Good night. Bye.